A lot of you guys have never been here before. Welcome to Out Reptiles. Check it out. We're actually literally in the middle of renovations. So we're in the snake room right now and we're getting ready. Look how bright this is. You notice the difference already?
Oh man, yeah.
Like check it out over here. This is the old floor. It was red and that was nice. I just don't want to alter the light, especially for pictures of snakes, make them look less realistic. And have to bring in lights, and that always makes everything look weird. So if you're over here, it's all dark and dingy. But then if you stand right there, Thomas, and just get this in the background, check this out.
Oh yeah, it feels like
Bright,
two rooms.
beautiful. Yeah. So I mean, it seriously looks like we put more lighting in here. I'm stoked on it. So, anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and live stream.
We're also streaming off of data right now because we've had some issues setting up our internet. Well, listen, man. Internet is a group responsibility.
Hold on. Yeah, I did my part. I woke up early, came down here to make sure we had good internet. What's up, guys?
And I was laying in bed and he goes, "Hey, man, pick up a router on your way to work." And I was like, "Okay." But I've never had to buy a router before, and I didn't know the list of things you're supposed to check.
Oh no,
So,
Jeff's saying it's laggy.
It is my fault. If you can hear me, it's my fault that we don't have internet. And why the stream is potentially not going to be.
You should just like the video, turn it off, and come back later. Of course, then you can
Exactly.
with us.
Why is that Dorian Kundal Christina? She says it's such a huge place with a full kitchen setup. We kind of ripped that part out.
There actually was like a kitchen with a microwave and stuff. I think she means commercial kitchen.
Oh, there you go.
The big ones around the other corner.
You got paint on my hand, bro.
Pretty exciting. I got paint on my hand.
You were all painted up.
Yeah.
Bob Ross.
Yup.
Someone says nice quality.
Yep.
Stream is lagging across data.
Onward and
I
upward,
know.
guys. Onward and upward.
We're gonna hold out for as long as we can.
You can come back and watch it if you want to speed through and see the facility.
What is up, Gina, Nathan, and Mills? All right.
This is us. We're trying to get, I got to get the floor down painted. I mean, obviously, we're going to have like cages upon cages in here. So, it's amazing to me that I think this is, what did we say? It was like 8 times the size of the current snake room. And without a doubt, we'll be full as soon as we set it up. I don't know how that works, but it's going to happen. So
Jeffrey Ellis hitting us with his router recommendations.
Yeah. I texted him what he needed to buy, but that's all right.
You didn't text me what I need. I literally looked up what I needed to buy.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Nathan C. plugging for the likes. Go ahead and listen to that man. He's very, very smart man. Very educated. Happen to know him in real life.
Yeah, it's a good time.
JW family wants to know what was in this building before. Oxygen.
It was pretty funny. So everything is brand new, remodeled. So there was nothing in most of it. But I was talking to the neighbor. At some point, this was like a donut shop and a bakery. There's actually a drive-through window right over here. You can show them.
Drive-through window out here. We even got this cool little setup for, Jeffrey. Yes, it was a commercial bakery. We got this cool little drive-through thing where they drive over this and the air pressure or whatever sends a little signal here. And so we have this really annoying bell that you can stomp on outside. We had to turn it off because, Rob was having too much fun.
So it's pretty cool.
Nathan C. asked if that's where they get their snakes through the drive-through.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, you should do drive-through for feeder rodents or something. Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Bring your snake, we'll feed them out of the window, like, the drive-through restaurants that have dog treats on hand or something. So this side is a bakery, which is absolutely perfect because if you look around, like, I don't know, there's like power outlets everywhere. It's like at least every 6 feet. There's another outlet. It's on a ton of different breakers. It's way overdone as far as electrical goes because of all the ovens and stuff.
Duran says boycotting this live due to it looking like a bootleg movie. Okay, Duran. Here, Garrett, hold this phone. I just had an idea of something that hopefully may work, may not work.
Oh, look who just motivated Thomas. I'm supposed to hold this thing and paint? Employees ask a lot of their employers these days, don't you guys think? It's crazy. Must be part of that great resignation I hear about. Anyway, Yeah, so it was this side was like a donut shop, and the neighbors were telling me that the guys who owned this that we bought it from were planning to make like a hot dog shop down here. So maybe that's the red floor. I don't know. Red floor seems like it might go for a hot dog shop. But what's happening was I think the guys, sorry for this crazy, we're gonna make you all seasick now. I think what happened with those guys is they just really enjoyed flipping the place because they left nothing unturned. The whole place is gorgeous and beautiful. Here, I'll take a break from this in a second. Let me just spread this last bit out here. So this was a bakery side. There used to be like 5 businesses here. And then it shuts off here, and that's going to be our snake room. I mean, I don't know if you can see, it's got like slope floors to the drains and everything. It's really cool. And then someone's making fun of me for my hat. I missed the previous content, so I don't have context. Here's our new desks here. But you can see that they got corrugated metal in here and all the rustic barn wood everywhere. That's really cool. I actually give you splinters. So it's set up just like our other shop was. Here's our new shipping station. We just moved all these desks in today, so you can kind of see how it'll go. But this is Aiden now. So just to give you an idea of what it used to be like, this desk was Aiden's desk. There's our build cage from the last video. But this little part right here was Aiden's desk. And then from here over was our old shipping station. Now, and it's like, I don't know, 4 feet maybe. This is the new shipping station, and it's like, well, it's like 12 feet. So this desk used to be Thomas sitting on this side and me sitting on this side.
Oh, yeah, I don't have to share with this goon anymore.
Now he's got a whole desk to himself with his own locked storage. It fits. You just have to stagger the legs. You know what I mean? Like this, right? Yeah.
I got you.
Right. Lawsuit waiting to happen. And then this will be my office. So it's all messy in here.
You can do a better live stream. All right.
Thomas,
Okay,
Duran, you made him do it. Let's see.
Just wait. So,
are you going to stop this
give
one
me
and jump on the other one?
I was gonna say you're in about probably 5 minutes after I have some stuff set up. We're gonna hop over to another live stream, and it'll be a lot better.
I don't know. I don't.
Go
I don't
entertain
have
the
full
masses.
faith.
I watch.
Okay, guys, watch. Oh, am I still doing this? Are you going to set up the second live stream?
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right.
Set the fancy.
Well, I'll finish giving you guys the tour then. So our entire office was based around that one desk. All of this stuff was like puzzle pieced in there. So now we get to spread out into this whole room. Everything's really nice. Wow, I'm really liking that white floor. It's like, this looks haunted. That looks beautiful. Thanks, Robert. So here's where you'll walk in. This is the cool part about the drive-through window that came up through there, is that because we are not using it as a drive-through, we get this massive covered patio. We plan to have a lot of fun stuff out here. So, for our super chat dance needs, there you go. So we're gonna have, this will be like a little cashier greeting area. We got our bathroom in there and stuff. And then this room has filled up a little bit more since the last time you were there. We got our whole trade show booth in there. So Jeff, we're gonna, we have 2 upstairs spaces. It's a 3-story building. So the middle floor is like the big retail space. And for right now, the plan is to probably just rent that out and be fiscally responsible instead of totally spread out and make it my own. But if I can rent that out for a few years, that'll cover the mortgage, help us with the transitional thing. And then the upstairs, the loft area, we have something else planned. I don't want to talk about it quite yet, but it will be reptile industry related and it will be pretty special. I know some of you guys know what that'll be, but yeah. So that's actually part of what helped us move in. It was a risk, kind of like a lot of the investing. I mean, if you guys have ever bought expensive super doors or whatever, you know what's up with this. You buy them and then you don't get, like, you have to put a lot of money out before you can start getting some money in. And sometimes you make good investments, sometimes not so good investments. And so there's a risk. So what we did was we kind of over purchased on the building size that we want so that we have space to grow into later and I don't have to move or do all this again. And the leap of faith is that we'll be able to get a good renter upstairs. So if any of you guys want about 2,500 square feet of really beautiful retail space. It's way prettier up there even than our space down there. Let me know. So let's see if we can see it from here. So if you go, the whole bottom is now Reach Out Reptiles. This used to be like a little boutique. I don't know what the office. Whoops. You can get way back to those trees. There's RV hookups and stuff right here. We have some plans for that. Even a little pond down in the back. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, no snakes yet. The snakes are still in the other shop. We want to get everything done, and the floor that I'm painting is where all the snakes are going to go. So, you know, that's kind of the important part, is making sure that everything's dialed in on the snake side. We can get in there and start working right away, but there's a lot of, like, you know, just security things and temperature things and environmental things that we want to make sure are really taken care of first. So, yeah, we have some property over here. It's actually bigger than it looks from this angle. It goes quite a bit back. We'll probably do our rodent shed. So if you guys like the building, let us know. There, you can see right here, Doughboys Drive-Through. That's actually a huge sign. It's 4 feet by 6 feet. It looks really small, but I have a new sign coming that it's basically going to say Reach Out Reptiles. Follow us on YouTube, coming soon, kind of a deal. So should be pretty fun. But yeah, I don't know. I love it, guys. It's so good to be able, like, for us to be able to spread out all the animals. Like I said, we're going to completely fill it, even with the animals that we have, because they're all getting upgrades in this office space here, so that everyone can kind of spread out and focus a little bit more. And then this whole room is going to be just kind of like an ode to the Superdorf history. I'd like to do some big enclosures for the different localities. We want to have a mainland cage that goes all the way across the back, so that you can see, if you haven't seen, basically that decision for couches and oh, he's doing lighting. Apparently, to give you a solid here now, at least with the office staff, even though it might look like this for the moment, you know, with junk everywhere and stuff like that. But now that we're in here, these guys will be able to sit down and really start focusing on bringing in some new content. Hey, Richard, how's it going? So that's it. That's it. No, it's you. It's struggling. We're streaming over cellular data right now. So, but Thomas thinks he can. I know. That's not he knows that he can bring us the quality right now. He's gonna turn on the internet. Are you just doing lighting only?
Nope. Have faith.
Okay.
Entertain the masses. Are you not entertained?
Stream was the worst while Garrett was outside. I won't go outside anymore. So, are you setting up at Aiden's desk over here?
No. Those have to watch. Why are you?
Jeff says you can't fix it with dial-up.
That's fine. As long as it doesn't fall off like that.
As long as that doesn't happen, we'll be okay. So yeah, so that's it. I don't know what kind of stuff. Let's see. Let me film Thomas just to put some pressure on him, so that I can see your guys' questions. What kind of stuff would you guys like to talk about this week? What do you want to know?
We have a whole list of questions that we can go through.
Do we? Where are they?
They're on my phone.
They're on his phone. Right. Laura says that she believes in you.
Thanks, Laura.
Christina says that you're trying to contact aliens with that thing.
Potentially, yes. How are you guys doing?
Nadra says switch over to 360p and it's not as choppy. It's probably trying to download in, you know, like, I don't know, this is an iPhone, so it's probably trying to upload in 4K or something. It just can't do it. It's killing itself with their stats and specs that aren't actually realistic. Woo!
You'll be alive.
Bob Evans says, so this is the raw clay that Thomas makes those polished videos from.
Yes.
That sounded like a compliment.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-oh, look, he's got wires connected to that camera.
All right.
That softbox is the size of all of Laura's put together. Did the kids and Rob like Puff Puff Unicorn? Yes, my daughters laughed at it. They're like, who would name a snake Puff Puff Unicorn?
Make a facial expression. Ready for the thumbnail? Perfect.
Okay, I think we're switching over to another live stream. Is that right?
Keep them entertained for 3 more minutes.
3 more minutes?
2 more minutes.
Oh my goodness, 2 more minutes. What did you guys think of this? What did you guys think of how this little mini build turned out? Does Aiden have this plugged in yet? Probably not. To where we can get lights.
Ooh, that's.
And we'll have to figure it out.
I'm just plugging right here.
That's all right. We'll open it up. We're good. You do your thing. We don't want to wait 2 whole minutes.
Oh man.
This is 21st century, man. So we got our little one set up. Turned out pretty good. We've been getting pictures of people that have actually built these things out already. It looks great. Do you have the trap phone over there?
Yeah.
Let me see that. I'll show you guys. I can pull it up. This is going to be really low tech, but let me show you what somebody sent us. Give me a minute. Where they watched the video, they actually went in and built it, and man, they pulled it off. It looks amazing.
Wait, somebody built one?
Yeah.
Like based on our video.
Oh, let me see. Yes, they did.
That's insane.
It was pretty cool. I had to see. No corn snakes in here yet. We had a little retic playing in there. This is our little playground. Look, Aiden has a tiny window you can see Thomas through up there. Thanks, Christy. How big of a snake would I put in this enclosure? This is a 20-gallon long, so not very big. This is actually the exact same tank. We did a how to set up for a baby retic video one time, because a lot of people are like, oh, should I buy a rack or what do I do? I'm getting my first baby retic. Maybe I'll have 2 or 3, but I don't know what to put them in. And so we did a whole build video on how you would set up an enclosure for a baby snake. So this is probably not really reticulated python theme. This is definitely more of a North American style, or maybe South African style. But, ooh, look at that. 144p has 0 lag.
Nice little...
Nathan says put them in the biggest thing possible. Yeah, I think so. But these 20-gallon longs are great because you can pick them up from the pet store and you can put your new baby snake in there. You can deck it all out. Obviously, there's enough space in here to play. But you see, we got one of Grandpa's tools in there. Well, pretty cool. I never knew what to use this honking ratchet thing for anyway. Or ratchet wrench. But, yeah, we've got our little hide box in there with, nice entrance for him. And you can kind of peek in on the snakes and see if they're in there. This rope is all stiff and connected. If you see it, it doesn't actually swing or anything because it's glued in here, and then these are all attached. So it's actually like a shelf for them. And then they really love this little top piece. We have these 2 copper pipes, and they absolutely love these things. House snakes need more love. Yeah, this would be a great cage for a house snake. So even an adult house snake, like any of the male house snakes are great. Females, yeah, they could fit, but I would probably maybe give them something a little bit bigger. But yeah, there's our nice little shelf with the window there. Turned out really good. If you trim out your window, this is one thing we didn't show in the build, is we finished everything by sealing up all the gaps. So a couple people talked about, oh no, those gaps are gonna be really bad. But we actually, here, you can see it really good right here. We actually put 100% clear silicone in all the gaps and stuff. Can we do a setup for a whole one? Yeah, Eastern milk would be great. We are definitely gonna do, I'm actually gonna do 8 different setups, like big naturalistic enclosures in that kind of storeroom for adult dwarf and super dwarf retics. And the idea is to have those different localities on display. And then I've got a few ideas. These are some of the new cages that are coming. They don't have their hinges on yet, so the doors are all taped in and stuff. But this is the type of caging that we're going to use. It's kind of hard to see the size and dimensions on that as I stand here in the video. But these would be good for like the small adult super dwarfs. And then they'll go up from there. But we have some ideas for... the challenge in my mind is like, it's great if you have 1, 2, or even 10 snakes to have big, giant, cool cages that allow them to exercise and stuff like that. When you have hundreds of them, that's really challenging because you start having these awesome enclosures, but then your level of husbandry ends up going down because the maintenance on them is too much. So finding the balance between being able to provide good, constant cleanliness and husbandry and everything, and having those really cool cages that allow the animals the opportunity to exercise is the challenge. And I have a couple of ideas that we're gonna try to implement in here that would be ways for people with large collections to not have to compromise. And so we'll see how it goes. And you know, the goal is just, you know, we always want to do the best we can for our animals. But this is pretty cool. You know, nice 20-gallon long. I would say if you went up to a 40 or something like that, you could probably keep a lot of the smaller common North American colubrids. You know, here's how that paint turned out. I know that he was like, oh, yuck with the paint when we were first putting it on. But I left the wood where you can see it. It looks great. And then where it was ugly, because this was foam and stuff on the back, we just went ahead and painted. Price range of a female, GC, Platy, Motley, Sunfire. Oh man, that's a lot. that's a 5-gene, 50% super dwarf female, because she's had albino too. I don't have the pricing in front of me on her, but it's in the multiple thousands. It's not 10,000. It's not 3,000 either though. So somewhere in between there. Yeah, if you want those multi-gene animals, watch out. We do have a really cool clutch of 75%ers hatching. They're all going to be anery. They're all going to be 100% het purple. And those are due to hatch this weekend. That'll be the last clutch to hatch for this season, which is pretty... golden childs in there as well. So those would be really, really cool golden child combos. Got some really pretty, like Platy, Motley GCs and stuff like that. Ooh.
Is it going lower? Just where we're at?
Yep, that's it.
Perfect.
Christina's got a 40-gallon for her corn snake. Yeah, that would be great. A lot of the house snakes are smaller than the corn snakes. They're kind of short and stubby. And then there's different species and stuff that, as well, like the Aurora house snakes stay really small. This would be great for males or juvenile females for like a lifetime cage. You could fit a female in there, but
right.
the females get like
say goodbye.
2.5 feet
long. You got a super chat.
We got a super chat. Dance on it. Dance. Candace says, thoughts on keeping your snake from escaping while you're doing out.
Well, that's all what you gotta do.
You just gotta watch him if you're gonna let him outside like that. You gotta watch him like a hawk, because hawks might be watching them too. So a lot of people use like mesh things that they set up, like those mesh tent canopies would be a good jump off of this video, and we're gonna jump onto that video, and we'll see if we can use